is marcela.dht. Thank you for liking my videos and thank you for subscribing to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how it is that we choose our next life, our next incarnation. What place in the background that we choose to incarnate as who we are. So most of what I will be discussing here today is based upon my learnings from Pranic Healing through Master Co, and of course through many books, especially two books, which are Destiny of Souls and Journey of Souls by Dr. Michael Newton. Highly recommended. If you haven't read them, get on it. Well, as many of you know, that a lot of things that we bring into a particular life are either called karma or life lessons. So I will be using the word life lesson to describe it. So let's say we have 10 life lessons that we want to bring into this current life, but a very important life lesson at the top of the list is, let's say, gambling addiction. So we convey this to our guides, and when we draft this contract, so yeah, okay, I want to potentially try and overcome and try to learn these 10 life lessons, but gambling is at the top of my list. So my guides will present me with various options, and they could range anywhere from 2 options to 3 to 4 to 5 options. And options, I mean, is having a little preview of particular lives. And you know, a lot goes into play because we take into consideration the genetic structure of that human body. You know, a lot plays when there's a genetic disease, a genetic illness, psychological problems. All of those things play into consideration. So we make that decision and we say, I want to incarnate as this person because this person has more challenge when it comes to controlling genetical challenge to controlling addictions in general, or having self-control. So if we really want to make it challenging more than usual, more than often, we're going to choose that body. Another factor is incarnating where, you know, maybe the family has 10 casinos, maybe the family has a lot of money. So again, we take all of that into consideration and we say, oh, fantastic, look at that. It has a genetic precondition, the body does. The family has a lot of money, and the family is involved with building and running casinos. So I am going to say, I want that life. I want to incarnate there. So obviously the contract is drafted and we're sent on our way. So we're here, we're physically here. And you know, and what a lot of us don't realize is that a lot of the things that we go through that are very difficult for us, more than likely they are our life lessons. In this case, gambling addiction. You know, I'm going to be presented with that test or with that lesson that keeps repeating itself. So I could be on one side, you know, sobbing, saying, I don't have a problem, there's not an issue, but why does this keep happening to me? Why can't I control my gambling addiction? Why? So we're attracting further those negative energies. But we also have the option. Remember, human is free will. Human ego, we have as a human body a free will. So if we in turn step away from the situation and we look at it and we say, I have a gambling problem, I need help. By doing that, I need help, we are already asking for divine assistance from the universe. We are saying we have a problem and we need help overcoming that. And personally, from experience, the hardest thing that has happened for me is the ability to recognize that I have a problem, I have an issue, recognizing that I am the one who is at fault here, versus blaming everybody and their mother. I would not take blame for my own actions. And we all do this, and this is fine and this is normal, but there has to come a time and a place where we have to step away and analyze the situation and understand that we have to take responsibility for our actions, ask for help, and move forward. So when we drafted that contract with our guides prior to incarnating, let's say we wanted to bring in 10 life lessons, will we be able to overcome all of those 10 life lessons? Maybe yes, maybe no. A lot of factors are at play here, many factors. But what if we are able to accomplish one life lesson at 100% or even at 20%? That is better than nothing. Okay? So, being that said, that is the process of how we choose our current life, our current challenges. Now, being in here, our challenge is not only how to overcome our life lesson and how to recognize it, but also how to ask for assistance and how to recognize. And that's a very big part of the human ego. You see, the human ego, and I know I touched on this on another previous video, is that human ego will always instill false beliefs, whether it's fear, whether it's anger, whether it's anything you could imagine. It is false. So it's preventing us from seeing the big picture. So while I'm over here sobbing and saying, why does this happen to me? Why? I'm not moving anywhere. But if I recognize even a little bit that there's something that I need to do, everything falls into place, because I am dismantling that ego. I am saying there is a problem. I recognize it. So another thing is that we focus ourselves too much when we ask for divine help. We say, okay, if you are listening to me, I want a sign and I want you to put a bird on top of this plant. So we're so focused on that plant and waiting for that bird to land there that we don't see around us. You see, for many of us, we have experiences on one level or another. The universe will show us many ways differently, not just the way we specifically ask. What if there is a book that comes to us and there's a plant and there's a bird on top of that plant on the cover? Well, that is part of what we are being shown, not just specifically this plant, this bird. We miss out on everything around us. So we have to be conscious of that. That spirit universe will communicate with us in many ways, shapes, and forms. In this case, for the gambling addiction, what if someone comes to me and we become very good friends, and all of a sudden he's one of the best, or he knows one of the best psychologists to treat gambling addictions. You see, we have the ability to choose to move forward with that, or to choose not to move forward with that. Now, when we choose not to move forward with that, will that help disappear forever and ever? No, it will not. As long as we continue asking for the help, help will present itself to us. But we have to take the initiative to actually pursue that help, or to touch that help tangible. Because if we're just sitting there waiting for everything around us to magically be fixed, it's not going to happen. We have to put effort on our part. Okay? Well, thank you very much for viewing my videos, for liking them, for subscribing to my channel. It's a pleasure always to bring this forth for you. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear what you like, what you don't like. At the end of the video, the information is there on how to contact me. So I hope to hear from all of you very soon. Love and light. I love you all. And remember, we are not the body. We are not the emotions. We are not the pain. We are not the thoughts. We are the soul. Love and light.